We just got confirmed the characters for the Persona collab and also the gacha skin we will be getting. So let's talk a little bit about this for Persona fans as well. Talk a little bit about SR characters and who might be getting shafted here. So hello the internets, welcome back. Let's jump a little bit about Persona, the collab we are getting, the current status or the current state of abnormal characters in Nikke and what's going on. So first of all, I am not a Persona fan itself. I haven't played the game, so I'm gonna be talking a lot of shit here without knowing the characters, right? So pardon me in that sense. But usually collabs are 2 banners and 1 SR. So right off the bat, I am going to assume this girl is an SSR. This girl is an SSR. Is this a robot? She is also an SSR, and I'm going to assume the one with the not low quality. Okay, I don't want to say low quality. The one with the simplest outfit is going to be the SR unit. Again, I'm assuming a lot of things. They haven't confirmed anything. And since it's a collab with all 3 games, right, with P3, P4, P5, it might actually be 3 SSRs. But assuming it follows the other collaborations we've gotten so far, and we are getting a purple unit, I'm sorry to say, but that character is automatically useless in the game and will never get any usage. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that right out of the bat already before we talk about the other abnormal girls. Now, usually, or we used to be able to run Pascal a little bit and Anis for the PvP batteries, but only as batteries. Nowadays, there are so many good characters, you don't need to run them. So even those 2 are copium nowadays. Or you could say, like, for new players, maybe you could still use N102 as a buffer for the attack damage. Sorry, attack, not attack damage, I believe, right? Yeah. But still, it's a really bad buff in contrast to almost anything you could get as a new player. So, if she is the SR character, she is shafted 100%. That's it. Let's talk about the other 2, because there are 2 more characters and the current state of the abnormal units in Nikke. So, if you're a Persona fan, there are 2 situations we could be getting. One is going to be actually characters that can be used long term, and those are always welcome. Or you could get shafted and get absolutely forgotten a patch after the release. I hope one of them is like Ada, a buffer we can run anywhere. Ada Wong is a character that is actually really good to use on every type of content. She doesn't even have to be on true damage teams by any means. She can be slot anywhere, is a great support character, and works everywhere. So I hope we get something like this on the collab with at least one of the characters. That would be my goal. By the way, this gacha skin in Phantom looks fantastic. I was thinking to myself initially, surely I can skip this skin. Surely skip the skin to save money for other gachas, but we know the answer to that, okay? We know what will end up happening because, my god, she looks fine. But at least she looks fine in contrast to her OG form. Phantom never really looked bad. It's just that her assets obviously were covered everywhere, right? She had nothing to show on her OG form right here. We knew she had the assets, but they were covered. But now they were like all in, literally. A 180-degree transformation. My god, she looks nice. It doesn't look like there is any other skin on this preview. This is the old Miranda skin. This is also the old, well, this is just the OG Quincy design, but she also has a skin. And then for the collab characters, most likely they will be getting the usual free skin, plus also the skin you get by paying with the mission passes, so $20 on those. But going back into the meta topics, since that's a little bit what interests me the most, I do hope one of them is at least a T2, T1 unit, and we can enjoy them and use them for a while. Now, obviously, that's just me copying, okay? We could get a character like Raven or like Ada Wong or even like Eve as a debuffer for specific elements. Or we could also be getting a Jill Valentine, which we'll use like once for the next raid and then never again. I do hope it's not the case, because there are so many good characters that just never get usage. But at the same time, collaborations are always gonna age worse than newer units, because they can get buff, they can get treasures, they can get in the future other units that can help them. But collaborations themselves, it's harder to actually get better as time goes by. In fact, that situation is what happened with Ada. Initially, she was not rated as high on any tier list, I believe. Neither Brightwen nor Nikki GG, not even on mine. If I remember correctly, she was rated lower, and then slowly people started using her more. She became a really useful character for raids, and now, well, there she is, right? A fantastic pick for most people. So, collab with Persona, we're getting most likely 2 SSR characters, one right there, one right here, and I'm assuming she's gonna be the SR girl. If it's 3 SSR banners, we are cooked, like literally cooked. I don't think I have enough resources for 3 SSR banners. I'm gonna be 100% honest, guys. I can ticket one, I don't mind ticketing one, and then praying to God I get lucky for the other. The optimal or the ideal scenario would be getting lucky with both of them, with 40k gems and 35 tickets, to actually not have to use gold millage, but in an emergency we will use it because these are limited characters that are not coming back. In terms of the elements, I am not sure what we are gonna be getting. It's been a while, to be fair, in terms of abnormal characters. The last 2 collaborations, or sorry, it was a rerun plus a new collaboration. It was both Iron, then we got the Electric Girls, this was the original Stellar Blade. We got the Wind ones, and then it was like a mixed one when it comes to Evangelion. So I hope it's fire, but then again, people were saying that they want fire for the anniversary characters. So are we getting fire on the collab and then fire as well on those units? Because the last fire collab characters were on September on 2024 for both Rei Ayanami and Asuka for the first Evangelion, which you can still run Asuka a little bit, but it's more copium than anything nowadays, and the old Rei is just no good, no bueno. So we'll see what's going on. Even if we're talking about normal fire, the last fire banner we got was Arcana on March. I think it's gonna be fire, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, because we've been getting a lot of Iron and Wind recently. It's impossible this is Wind again. There is no chance Kim is cooking another 2 Wind banners. That's it. Do let me know what characters you guys like the most if you are a Persona fan. Also, do let me know if you guys are pulling or skipping, because I know my audience will have a lot of people who don't care as much for the Persona collab itself, and they will be skipping. Me personally, I'm gonna be grabbing a copy 100% to see what's going on and test them. We will be testing them live. I'm on vacation, but I'm bringing my laptop on that day, so hopefully I can stream even if it's at 144p. The low bitrate resolution Sefhi stream pulling for the characters. All right, that's it. I'm out. I want to say I'm gonna skip, but if I'm gonna be 100% honest, I'm most likely buying this. My god, she looks fine. Minus $60. This patch is gonna be rough as usual. We will talk tomorrow. Good luck with your pool, minute rates, and I'll see you on the next one.